Hey everybody, Kenny Jordan here. Happy spring market in July. So what are we seeing right now? Well, we are seeing that all of our agent friends came out of the quarantine with guns blazing, and we love it. Everyone's out there working, everyone's hustling. It is a very, very competitive market, as we all know, and one of the ways that a lot of agents are trying to leverage their buyer's offer is through fast transactions, which is great. It's a good way to put together an offer that is going to be attractive to the seller. But there are some things that you need to keep in mind about a quick transaction. I'm going to give you some tips on how to better manage the process or help manage the process so that not only can you win the deal, but have a successful transaction. Remember that our job is not just to get people into their homes. Our job as collectively as a partnership is to create a great buyer experience, and writing a 30-day transaction wins the deal. But what's that process like? What's it going to feel like when it's all said and done? Are they going to be completely drained and anxiety ridden? Well, if you do things a certain way, they don't have to be. Okay. So here are some tips on writing quick transactions, but better yet, managing a quick transaction, okay, so that we can get buyers to the table successfully. All right, so there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. Number one, we want to create urgency without anxiety, okay? That's just a matter of having a conversation with our borrowers and reminding them how important it is that they're responsive to not only your requests as the agent, but the title company's requests and, of course, the mortgage company's requests. That 1 or 2 day delay on the front end may not seem like that big of a deal, but you translate that 1 or 2 day delay on the back end, all of a sudden it's a big deal. You got to remember that a 30-day transaction, once you factor in TRID, you got to have the CD out 3 days in advance, factor in a holiday, and I think almost every month of the year has a holiday. You know, it really does compress the amount of time that you have to get things done. And especially in this high volume environment, you know, we're going to run into these challenges. So what are some of the other things you can do to ensure a smooth transaction? Number one, get them pre-approved early. Don't wait. Don't wait until they fall in love with the house and then reach out to your lender, whether it's me or any lender, and then try and have them pre-approved and write an offer and try and close in 30 days. What you're doing is you're creating an environment. Something might get missed. And if that thing gets missed, nobody looks good. So get them pre-approved early. Have a plan. All right. Some of the other things you could do is manage expectations. So state bond loans and self-employed borrowers, they're going to take a little more time. So keep that in mind if you're working with a borrower that's going to be going with a state bond loan or is going to be doing is self-employed. Just make sure that you're managing expectations with them as well. Assets. If they're getting money from a 401k, if they're getting money from a gift, don't wait. Have the borrowers get that money now. Have them do it while they're shopping. Okay, because we can always go back and document that gift. If they don't use the money, they can put it back in their 401k. If they don't use the money, they can give it back to the person that gave it to them. If we're certain we're getting money from a 401k or we're certain we're getting money from a gift, there's no harm in getting those transactions squared away while they're shopping for their home before they find the home that they really love. Getting their docs up front. This is something that we're going to be pushing early on. Get us your W-2s, your pay stubs, your bank statements, the 222. The 2 months bank statements, 2 W-2s, 2 pay stubs, get them into the file even during the pre-approval stage, especially because you might be able to take that pre-approval to a real transaction in short order. So that's important. Appraisals and home inspections. This is a biggie. So if you're writing a 30-day transaction, talk to your borrowers about the possibility of having the appraisal and the home inspection done at the same time. I know we like to wait till after the home inspection's done and then do the appraisal in a lot of cases, and on a 45-day or 60-day transaction, plenty of time for that to be done. But now in this environment, a 30-day transaction with the volume, you're going to want to encourage your borrowers to understand that it might be necessary to order the appraisal and the home inspection at the same time. Because they're going to be paying for both. And if the home inspection comes in low and the appraisal is already done, they could be out that money. But again, that's part of, winning the deal, winning that 30-day transaction. So overall, guys, just remember that this is a partnership, and that now more than ever, teamwork makes the dream work. And, we're here to make sure that we not just give your buyers a loan for the home, but we want to give your buyers a great buying experience, and that it takes teamwork all around. And I hope you found these tips helpful, and keep killing it. And we'll catch up soon. See ya.